I'm a front end worker at Albertsons here in Los Angeles. Uh, and after months of facing a virus that's already killed so many, here's our reality. At my store, an upper level manager still says things like, it's just a flu, and he wears his mask beneath his nose. I mean, think about that. They're not taking this seriously. My coworkers and I are very worried about catching this virus. We know how essential we are, but it's hard to keep going when you understand the risks that you're taking. Our grocery store had about 10 infections in the last month. I mean, think about that. Think about going to work and realizing that you've been around 10 infected people and then having to go back the next day. And it's not just us, it's our families. One of those coworkers took the virus home to his wife, his son, his mom, and I recently found out that his mom had passed away. We're working so hard trying to keep each other safe, and we're getting no support from Albertsons, and we're getting no support from our elected leaders. We're still not receiving hazard pay, even though COVID is as bad as it's ever been. And in Los Angeles, it's just crazy here. For groceries, sorry, grocery store workers like me, hazard pay is a recognition of these deadly risks that we're taking. It helps keep our families and our coworkers safe. Last time we had hazard pay, I spent it on masks for myself and my coworkers. Hazard pay also means that we can afford to stay home when we're infected or think we might have been. For months, Albertsons has not been taking this seriously. They didn't take the pandemic seriously. They ignored it. They ignored us. They put our lives at risk and they just don't care. But our lives matter, which is why I was so happy when Los Angeles mandated a $4 an hour hazard pay for grocery workers like us. This is a critical lifeline, but it's not enough. Incredibly, at my store, they've cut hours and they've cut staff, even though our sales are through the roof. We've been working harder than ever through the insane demands of COVID, doing 50% more work with 30% less hours. Cutting hours during busy times mean that the customers are overcrowded. There's lines going up the aisles. It is impossible to social distance. And if we get sick or we think we can't afford to stay home waiting for a COVID test because our hours and our paychecks have already been cut. Essential workers need to get vaccinated because the companies are simply ignoring the risks that we're taking. Grocery store workers need to be given priority. We're essential to the community and we are so exposed right now. California grocery stores have had some of the worst outbreaks in the country. My hope is that Governor Newsom will make sure that we essential workers get the vaccine as soon as possible. Every day we wait is another day we're at risk of getting COVID or taking it home to our families. This is not right. It has to change. Thank you.